Your car is a major investment, but could you be harming it without knowing? From common shortcuts to surprising oversights, these mistakes can cost you big. Watch closely as we reveal what not to do when owning a car and save yourself future headaches. Low RPM driving. Did you know that driving too slowly can harm your engine? While it might seem like a fuel-saving trick, constantly cruising at very low speeds can cause long-term damage. Here's why. Engines are designed to work best within a specific range of RPMs. When you keep them running too low for extended periods, they struggle to burn fuel efficiently. This incomplete combustion, known as lugging the engine, puts pressure on internal parts at the wrong time, causing faster wear and tear. It can also lead to increased oil consumption and even permanent damage. Another problem is oil pressure. Your engine's oil pump relies on the engine's speed to keep everything lubricated. At low RPMs, the pump doesn't work as well, leaving some components without the lubrication they need. Over time, this leads to more friction and wear. Driving slowly can also leave fuel partially unburned, creating soot and debris that clog vital parts of the valves and filters. This buildup forces your engine to work harder and reduces its lifespan. To make matters worse, the water pump and fan don't function efficiently at low speeds, which can cause overheating. Over time, this could result in serious issues like blown head gaskets or even permanent damage. Experts agree that consistently driving at very low RPMs puts unnecessary strain on your engine. Lugging the engine not only causes premature wear but also reduces fuel efficiency and leads to carbon buildup. Excessive engine brake. Engine braking can be super handy, especially when you're managing your speed on hills or trying to save wear on your brakes. But here's the thing, overdoing it can spell trouble for your car. Imagine constantly downshifting aggressively. It puts extra strain on your clutch and gearbox, wearing them out faster, and if you're not smooth, that strain could lead to some expensive repairs. While modern engines are tough, relying too much on engine braking makes the engine work harder, wearing down its internal parts over time. Plus, there's a safety angle to consider. When you engine brake, your brake lights don't come on, so drivers behind you might not realize you're slowing down, potentially causing accidents in traffic. Now picture driving on a slick or icy road. Overusing engine braking could make you lose control as it only slows the drivetrain connected wheels. Regular brakes, however, apply force evenly for better grip. Bottom line, engine braking is useful, but it's no substitute for regular brakes. Balance both and keep your car in check to stay safe. Running low on fuel. We've all been there, cruising along, singing your favorite song when that dreaded low fuel light suddenly flickers on. It's a sinking feeling. Some of us rush to the nearest gas station while others gamble, testing just how far they can go. But running on empty isn't just nerve-wracking, it's risky for your car. Think of your fuel pump as the heart of your engine. It needs gas to stay cool and function. When your tank runs low, the pump can overheat and fail, leading to expensive repairs. And that little filter inside? It keeps things clean, but when your tank's near empty, it starts pulling up dirt and debris, clogging the filter and damaging the pump. And let's not forget, you can't go anywhere if you run out of gas. It's dangerous, especially if it happens in traffic, so why risk it? Keeping at least half a tank isn't just smart, it's peace of mind. Reverse to drive rush and vice versa. Switching between drive and reverse while your car is still moving can be really hard on your gearbox. It's a habit that can lead to expensive repairs down the road, so it's best to avoid it whenever possible. Before you change from going forward to backward, or the other way around, always make sure the car is completely stopped. Shifting gears while the car is still in motion puts unnecessary strain on the transmission, and over time, that strain can cause serious damage. If you're in a rush, it's worth taking a moment to stop fully before shifting. It might take a few extra seconds, but it'll save you a lot of trouble in the long run. High gear acceleration. Many new cars today come with a nifty little feature, a light that tells you when to shift gears. It's like having your car coach you on how to drive smarter. Let's be real though, we've all been there, trying to accelerate while the engine isn't revving properly or sticking with a gear that's too high. It's not a great idea. When you do this, you're making your engine work harder than it's built to, putting extra stress on the whole system. Driving at high RPMs might seem harmless, but over time it can cause your engine to wear out faster. That means more trips to the mechanic and more money out of your pocket. The simplest way to avoid this? Just keep an eye on your gear shift indicator and follow its lead. Pushing engine oil change back. Oil change not on time. Nobody likes dealing with expensive car repairs, but skipping an oil change can lead you straight there. It might seem harmless to delay, but missing oil changes can cause serious trouble for your car. Think of an oil change as a small but mighty ritual. When you get done, the old dirty oil is drained and replaced with fresh, clean oil. That fresh oil does a big job. It keeps your engine cool and protects its parts. Depending on your car and driving habits, you might need an oil change every 3,000 miles, 5,000 miles, or even 10,000 miles with synthetic oil. For older cars or lots of stop-and-go driving, sticking to the shorter schedule is key. Here's why it's so important. Over time, engine oil breaks down and gets dirty. When that happens, it can't cool or protect your engine like it should. Old oil can turn into sludge, making your engine work harder and raising the risk of breakdowns. Skipping oil changes can also void your car's warranty, leaving you on the hook for costly repairs. Worst of all, if oil turns to sludge, your engine can overheat, warp, or even seize up entirely. That could mean replacing the engine, or the whole car. The good news? Oil changes are quick, affordable, and an easy way to keep your car running smoothly. Ignoring dashboard warning lights, check engine light, battery lights, etc. Ever been driving and suddenly a strange light pops up on your dashboard? Maybe you just brushed it off, thinking it would go away on its own. Those little lights might seem annoying, but they're there for a reason. Your car's warning lights are like its way of speaking to you, letting you know something isn't right. Ignoring them might seem harmless at first, but it can lead to bigger, more expensive problems later on. Not to mention, it could put your safety at risk. Knowing what each light means and addressing the issue right away can save you time, money, and headaches in the long run. It's surprising how many people ignore these warnings. A recent study found that almost half of UK drivers just disregard their dashboard lights. Even more alarming, 23% wouldn't take their car to a mechanic if the battery light came on, and 11% would ignore a brake warning light entirely. The consequences can be serious. In fact, 31% of drivers have experienced a breakdown or accident after ignoring a warning light. Despite this, many still take the risk, thinking it's no big deal. But those lights are there to protect you, and paying attention to them can make all the difference. Ignoring regular maintenance requirements. Do you fix your car right away, or do you tend to put it off? Most of us like to think we're on top of maintenance, but the truth is, over 90% of people have delayed a repair at least once. It might seem harmless, but waiting weeks or even months can turn a small issue into a serious danger. In 2019, there were over 6 million car crashes in the US, and 2% of them were caused by things like tire blowouts or brake failures. Thousands of injuries and deaths could have been avoided with proper car maintenance. Worn tires, for instance, are an accident waiting to happen. Bald tires are prone to blowouts, especially at high speeds, and struggle to grip the road, which makes driving in rain or snow especially risky. Brake issues are just as critical. Government data shows brake failures are involved in 22% of car failure-related accidents. Worn pads, leaking brake lines, and failing ABS systems can lead to rear-end collisions and other crashes. Hearing squealing or grinding? Get your brakes checked out. Don't wait. Even seemingly small problems like misaligned wheels or a cracked windshield can be dangerous. Misaligned wheels can affect steering and tire wear, while a cracked windshield compromises visibility and your car's structural safety. Taking care of your car isn't just about keeping it running, it's about safety. It could save your life or the life of someone you love. Choosing the wrong fuel grade for your car. You might think it's pretty hard to put the wrong gas in your car, but it happens more often than you'd expect. Using the wrong fuel can cause some serious headaches, like messing up your engine or even shutting it down completely. It's so important to pay attention to what kind of gas your car needs. Gas prices are no joke these days, and while it might be tempting to grab the cheapest option or assume premium is always better, that's not always the smart move. Most gas stations offer 3 grades: regular, mid-grade, and premium. A lot of people assume that premium gas will magically make their car run faster or more efficiently, but unless your car specifically calls for higher octane fuel, it's just a waste of money. It won't hurt your car, but it won't give you any special benefits either. Your owner's manual is your best friend here. It'll tell you exactly what octane level your car needs. Now, if your car does require premium gas and you accidentally fill it up with regular, don't panic. You might notice some strange noises from the engine or that it's not running quite as smoothly, but it's not the end of the world if it happens once. Just make sure to go back to premium next time. If you're ever unsure, you can usually find the fuel requirements near your gas cap or in your owner's manual. Driving through deep water. Whenever it rains heavily, there's one rule you should never ignore. Don't drive through deep waters. It's not just about saving your car, it could save your life. Imagine this. You're almost home after a long, tiring drive. Up ahead, there's a small stream of water crossing the road. It looks harmless, barely more than a puddle. You're tempted to go through it, but what looks shallow can be dangerously deep. Calm-looking currents can hide gullies or washed-out roads beneath the surface. Once water reaches 6 inches, it can seep into your car's exhaust or air intake, causing it to lose power. Go deeper, around a foot, and your car could start floating. That's when things get dangerous. Modern cars, with their electric locks and windows, can become death traps in floodwaters. Water damages the electronics, leaving you stuck inside with no way to escape. Then there's hydrolock, water entering the engine through the air intake. It can completely destroy the engine, often requiring a full replacement. Even big SUVs aren't immune. Floodwaters can sweep away even the heaviest vehicles, leaving them totaled. If you get stuck, roadside assistance won't risk a rescue, and most insurance policies don't cover flood damage. In the end, the best thing you can do is turn around and find another route. Don't drive off a cliff. Don't drive off a cliff means exactly what it sounds like. Don't steer your car over the edge of a cliff. Thanks for watching, and see you at the next one.